Hi, this is immigration attorney William Kovatch, and with TPS in the news, I thought this would be a good opportunity to talk about what TPS is and what it means as far as a legal status. TPS stands for Temporary Protected Status. Essentially what happens is that the president decides that it's too dangerous for certain nationals to return to their home country. This can be because of a war, it can be because of environmental circumstances, it can be because of a horrible weather disaster, but for some reason it's determined that the nationals of that country cannot return home safely. And so the president designates the country, and people who are in the United States may remain in the United States until the designation ends. What's important to know is that TPS does not necessarily lead to permanent residency status, but a person can receive work authorization while they're in the United States. And typically, TPS can be granted for a year to 18 months, and it can be extended throughout the time. TPS is very much dependent on physical presence and dates, so that in order to qualify for TPS, a person has to be in the United States as of a certain date. So they have to have physical presence in the United States as of a certain date. And then they must comply with all of the filing deadlines, the filing date that is set by the government, as well as all the refiling dates whenever TPS is extended. Now, TPS has been in the news recently, and it's been in the news because of Central American countries. There are 3 Central American countries that are designated as TPS countries. They are Honduras, Nicaragua, and El Salvador. The most recent announcement came in early November of 2017, and it concerned Nicaragua and Honduras. The Trump administration has determined that it is going to terminate the TPS of Nicaragua, and therefore they will be delayed for a year, but therefore TPS will expire for Nicaragua by January 5th, 2019. As for Honduras, there was no decision made. So essentially what that meant was the acting secretary of Homeland Security determined that she needed more information, and so the TPS was extended automatically through July. So that will be through July 5th, 2018. The United States has until that time to determine whether or not it is going to extend the TPS status. El Salvador is coming up. El Salvador has TPS status, which is currently set to expire as of March 9th, 2018. It is required that there be physical presence as of March 9th, 2001. Other countries that have TPS, Haiti, which is set to expire on January 22nd, 2018. Nepal, which is set to expire on June 24th, 2018. Somalia, which is set to expire on September 17th, 2018. Sudan, which is set to expire on November 2nd, 2018. South Sudan, which is set to expire on May 2nd, 2019. Syria, which is set to expire on May 31st, 2018, and Yemen, which is set to expire on September 3rd, 2018. Now, it's important to understand that TPS can be withdrawn if there are any criminal issues, any misdemeanors, and certainly if there's a felony. So if you run into that problem, and in particular, you need to be careful if, for example, the misdemeanor is traffic related. I have seen just as an example, I have seen people who have been pulled over for driving without a license or for reckless driving, which in Virginia can simply be driving at 20 miles above the speed limit. And when you go to court, the judges generally are not aware of immigration law or how traffic infractions can impact immigration law, and it may be that the prosecutor says, well, we're not looking for jail time, and the judge thinks, oh, well, then you don't need an attorney. Since you're not looking for jail time, it's just this fine. Do you plead guilty? And you need to be careful, because if you plead guilty and it is one of these traffic infractions that's a misdemeanor, it can certainly have an impact and may even cause you to lose TPS. And trying to fix that can be quite a problem, quite an expensive and difficult problem to solve. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions about TPS, or if you have any questions about immigration law and you would like an appointment to speak with an immigration attorney, please give me a call at 703-837-8832. You can also email me at wkovatch, that's W-K-O-V as in Victor, A-T as in Thomas, C as in Charlie, H, at Kovatch Legal Services, that's all one word, kovatchlegalservices.com.